Hey Marie, nice job on this. Really cool. Um, how do they do that without hurting their arms? Bend them like that. That is incredible. All right, so let's take overall really good look. Really nicely placed there. It's good shadows here. Wow, impressive. Okay, few things to possibly look at. If you zoom in, well, this little white spot right here, I know it's like a rosin bag, but for compositional purposes, I would come in here and just clone that out. Just use a little bit of cloning and get rid of that because it's a distraction. When you look at him, make sure you zoom in and look. He's missing a little bit of his shoe sole right there. Those are the little kind of details that are gonna kind of kibosh you. So I'm gonna come in here and, whoops, brush. Oh, before I do that, I'm using this brush because it just looks a little too even to me right down here. So I'm using kind of a clumpy brush to just give the edge of the dirt a little bit more dirt feeling. And I'm gonna do that in front of both shoes. You did a really good job of blending it, but I would just do just a little roughing up of that. Okay, because I think he would have a little bit of dirt tuft on his shoes, all right? So, with that being said, okay, now we're missing the little point right there on the back of his sneaker. Ugh. Okay. Brush, and I want to go into a very small, just one of the general brushes here. I'm using a hard edge brush, and I'm going to switch to a small edge brush here and go right down in size, because the smaller you get, kind of more hard edge it looks. So, all right, undo. Let's pick the right color. And I'm going to go up to a new layer and make sure I'm at 100%. There we go. And you just want to blend it in. Remember, I'm on a new layer, so if I overshoot, I can just do that. You also have a little bit of white that you're missing on the sole of this shoe. And I can just select and come in here and just put that in. And again here, little thing sticking out there that looks unlike the bottom of his shoe. Those are the kind of things that you'll see when you zoom way in. And then you should really take care of those, okay? Okay, cool. A little bit of shoelace detritus there too. So if I were on his layer, I'd use a layer mask or the eraser tool. Otherwise, super good. Now, the only other thing, which is really a matter of choice, the only other thing I might do is take this Let's Go Aiden sign, which you've added, click on that, and maybe move it so it's not quite so close to him. And I also think that red is really going to pull the eye. So let's go into image, oops, image, adjustments, hue and saturation. Instead of the master, we want to use reds because that's the only color we want to affect here. And I want to maybe see what it looks like with other colors, like a blue there, and maybe drop the saturation down just a bit. And I think that's kind of cool. And makes it look blend in with the other signs, so you kind of have to look for it, but not too badly. So, you know, it is right there, but it does blend in and look like it's just another one of the signs. You've also, that white is extremely bright, so in order to get that to be less, go into, excuse me again, image, adjustments, and levels. And I can tell it down here, output levels, this is a white bright. I can tell it, don't be quite so bright because we don't want it screaming louder or looking like it's not the same as the other signs. So that is what I would suggest. Just really, really small tweaks. Remember to zoom in. I'm going to do a before and after so you can see. So there's the before. We've got the little bit of distraction here. The sign's kind of distracting from Aiden. And then if you do that, he's a little more prominent then. So I think that's the player should be the prominent, not the wording. And we fixed his shoe, made the dirt look just a little more natural, although that was a really close call. And that's it. Really, really good work though. Super. Nice selection. Really good shadows. Wow.